Hello and welcome to another video. Today I have this Angooni curved mirror. So this is a 2 feet diameter. So it's a quite large mirror that you can use in garage, around corners, in bins, in hallways, stuff like that, to see who's coming around the corner. Or for my case, I'm going to use it to see how close to the garage wall I'm getting. So this is how it comes packaged. It's actually super lightweight. Comes with screws. There's a plastic coating here that you can leave in place until you install and then remove, just to protect the mirror. The back has this mount where you can angle it different ways, and then all the screws are in here. They give you 3 different types of screws, one to mount into sheet metal or aluminum, for example, for outside your house or outside your building, if you have siding, directly for wood and vinyl, as well as for concrete blocks, so depending on what kind of exterior or hallway you're installing into. So let's go ahead and install it. So you're going to start off with the stud finder. You want to pick a location that's perfect for what you're trying to do. So if it's around an angle, you want to make sure to hold up the mirror there and make sure you're putting it in the right position. For example, for me here, I'm going to make sure that the mirror, when I put it up, it's going to achieve the goal. So I'm going to angle it down, and I want to make sure that I am getting both sides of the garage and the wall. So when I'm looking at it from the car, I'm getting what I want to look at. So you're going to use the mount itself as a template to drill your holes. So this is the mount itself. You want to make sure that you're in the right position. You want to use a stud finder. So this is for drywall application. You're going to need a stud finder to make sure you have the stud and not drilling holes just into the drywall. So we're going to use the stud finder to find our edges of our stud. So after testing for multiple times, this is where our stud is. You want to make sure you verify the location of your stud multiple times. Once you know where your stud is, and once you're happy with what the location of the stud location of your mirror is going to be, you can go ahead and mark your holes with a pen using the mount as a template. It helps to have a drill. So once you verify the location, you can go ahead and drill a hole in place. So I'm not at the stud there because it fell right in, but that's the location of the mount. So I know this one for sure is in the stud, that one's not, but that should be okay. Once you pre-drilled your holes, you want to use a 10mm drive to put your screws in, along with the mount. So mount, the swivel part goes on top. So we're going to use a 10mm drive on a drill bit, which is what's going to fit your screw, and we're going to screw that in. If you didn't drill a hole big enough, you may have to use a hand wrench. If your drill is not strong enough, you can also use, if you don't have a drill, you can also use a ratcheting wrench like this. And you can see it's pretty easy. It definitely does help to have a drill, but if you don't, it's still possible to do it without one. There you go. One of the screws in place. The second screw is in place. This is stably in. It's not a particularly heavy mirror, so you want at least one screw in the stud. It's definitely better to have both, but one is fine. The second part of the mount is this longer piece, and you have screws and bolts for them. So let's go ahead and put those in place. So you can initially hand tighten the screws and bolts. So the screw will go on top, coming down, and the bolt will go on the bottom, and you can just hand tighten in place to begin with. And same thing with the second screw and bolt. You're just gonna screw it in in place. You can tighten it as you need it afterwards, but for now we'll leave it loose so that we can angle it and swivel it as we need it. Now comes the actual mirror itself. For that, you're going to need the washer and you're going to need a bolt for the back end. To install this, you're going to put the washer in on one end. You're going to put it through like so, and then put a washer on the other side, and you're going to put the bolt on the back end of it. So we're just going to screw the bolt in like so. As you can see, it's super lightweight. Once it's in place, you can actually remove the film. For now, I'm still adjusting it, so I'm going to leave it on. So it is a 5/16 bolt on the back, so you can use the 5/16 drive bit to tighten it once you're ready and happy with where it is. So I'm going to use that on this as well on the back of the mirror. Okay, and you can actually spin the mirror whatever angle you want and angle it down. Let's go ahead and take the film off. To peel the blue film off, you're just going to start a hole anywhere you want and then just start peeling it back just like so. I did also want to show you that this is essentially an unbreakable mirror. As you see, you press and it just kind of bounces right back. So it's a really good technology. You're not going to easily break this. So this is the angle I've set it. So as you can see, if I'm on the driver's side of the car, I can see where the wall is and where my car is. And then same thing on the other side. And I can of course adjust it as I need to. Let's go ahead and put it in action. So I'm driving my car into the garage. And I will, as I get closer to the wall, I can see my car, I can see the staircase, and I can see how far I am from the staircase. And as you can tell, I was able to tell very easily that I'm close enough to the staircase and I can stop. As I drive in from the other side, you can see the car coming in the view, and now I can tell how far I am from the wall. So for my use case, this is perfect. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.